Good day, students. On this clip, we're going to be going over some examples on the transformation of quadratics. So let's go ahead and write down the title for the notes. So we're going to find same instruction for all the examples we're going to do. So find the vertex, extrema and opening, and value, shifts, and sketch the resultant graph. Okay, sketch the resultant graph. All right. The first question we're going to look at is y equals x plus 1 square minus 2. And this is the vertex form. Okay. First thing we want to do is want to find the vertex. So to find the vertex, in vertex form, you take the opposite of the number next to the x. That'll be your x coordinate. And then you just bring down this number. That will be your y coordinate. Okay, so in vertex form, you do the opposite of the number next to the x, and then the other number outside, you just bring it down. That will be your y coordinate of your vertex. Okay, so your extrema is going to be extrema and opening. This parabola we have, a is what? If you look at an a, the value of a is the number in front of the parentheses right here. So a is 1, which is positive. So a is positive. So since a is positive, we're going to have a happy parabola. So since a is positive, the extrema is this low point right here, which is a minimum. So it's a minimum. And is a minimum, and it has a value of y equals -2. Now, where did that come from? It's your y coordinate of your vertex. Okay, so extrema is a minimum and a value of y equals -2, and it opens up. Okay, because it's happy, it opens up. All right, now let's also add the axis of symmetry here. The axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry in this problem is x equals -1. How did I get that? It's the x coordinate of your vertex, okay? X coordinate of vertex. So don't forget, your vertex tells you a lot. It tells you the x coordinate of the vertex, and it tells you the value of the extrema, being it a max or a mean, okay? All right, now let's take a look at the shifts. Since you have -1, that means you're gonna go 1 unit to the left, and then 2 units down. Okay, if you think about it, your x coordinate moves side to side, your x-axis goes side to side, the horizontal movement, and then your y coordinate goes up and down vertically. Okay. All right, so now let's use this information to sketch our graph. But before we sketch the graph, let's talk about the width. How wide is it? So the width, since the absolute value of a equals 1 is going to be the same size. Okay, same size as y equals x squared. All right, now let's sketch the graph. We're going to use this information to do that. So we'll draw a coordinate system. Down a little bit. So you draw your x coordinate and your y coordinate. So we're going to go, see, we're going to go 1 unit to the left and then 2 units down, okay? So 1 unit to the left and then 2 units down, that's going to be a vertex. So it opens up, and let's look at it. Yeah, it opens up. So since this parabola opens up, we can just sketch it. Remember, it's just a sketch. So it opens up like this. All right. I draw the best as you can. Maybe draw the right side so it opens up. Okay. So let's label it. This line that goes right through the center is the axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry. And it's x equals -1. And then this is your vertex right here. The vertex is -1, comma, -2. Okay? And you also have a minimum, and the value of the minimum is -2 down here. Okay? All right. Now let's go ahead and try another example. Example 2. What if we have the equation y equals 1/3 x minus 2 square plus 2. Okay? So this is a vertex form. First thing we need to find is the vertex. To find the vertex, we take the opposite of the number next to y, next to x, which is 2. And then we just bring down this number, which is 2. So there goes the vertex. Next thing we're going to look for is our extrema and opening. Extrema, opening. Extrema and opening. So if you take a look at this problem, A is what? A is positive. A is positive. So what does that mean? It's a happy parabola. So we have the low point right here is going to be a minimum. Minimum. It opens up. And then the value of the minimum is going to be y equals 2 because that's the y coordinate of your vertex. Okay? All right. Now, next thing we're going to do, we're going to take a look at the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry is the x coordinate of your vertex. Okay? The axis of symmetry is x equals 2. Y is the x coordinate of the vertex. Okay? And then next thing we need to find are the shifts. If we have positive 2 here, that means we're going to go 2 units. 2 units to the right. 2 units to the right, and then 2 units up. Okay? And then the width, now since absolute value of A is less than 1, it's going to be wider. Wider because the absolute value of A is equal to 1/3. Remember, absolute value takes away the sign if it's negative. So since this is less than 1, it's wider. Okay? So that's the reason. All right, now let's use that information to sketch our graph. The center is on 2, 2, which is in quadrant 1. So let's make our quadrant 1 slightly bigger than the rest. All right, so we're going to go 2 to the right and 2 up, 2, 2. And it opens up. Okay, so the parabola, this is just a sketch, opens up like this. All right, now let's draw the axis of symmetry. And the equation, we now have to figure out the equation of the axis of symmetry. So the equation of the axis of symmetry is x equals 2. That's the axis of symmetry. Let's label it axis of symmetry. And then this is your vertex right here. The vertex is 2, 2. Okay? So there you have it.